Hey YouTubers, my name is Elisa, and or you can just call me Ellie. Either way is fine. But today I am on this channel to help any and everyone as much as possible. Now the topic today is going to be infidelity in relationships and what to do and what not to do when facing infidelity. Now of course I'm going to start off by saying that every relationship is different. So there may be things that apply to you, things that don't apply to you. But either way, take the information as much as possible to make the determinations that you may want. Now, on this video, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what the best things is to do when encountering certain situations. Okay, so the most important thing in a relationship is when you're meeting someone. And I think that a lot of people fail to recognize that the initiation of a relationship is the most important one. When you meet someone, usually 9 times out of 10, like they said, everything in the beginning is beautiful. It is beautiful because it's more about the physical looks. It's more about the small things. With time, you start building up that real connection. You really start getting to know a person. So the most important things when you are actually interacting with someone is see what are they willing to do for you, especially when let's say for it comes for a female. When it comes to a male, is he inviting you to your house? Is he inviting you to go out to dinner? Is he inviting you for a walk in the park? What kind of interaction is he showing you? And when you do have these interactions, let's say, for example, you find yourself a gentleman, or it could be a woman whom you may take out to dinner. Ask them questions. This is the perfect time to get to know them. Where do you see yourself in 5 years is a good question. Or, ask about the last relationship. It doesn't have to be like, hey, so why didn't it work out? Like, you don't have to be forward. Be like, oh, what are you looking for? And you can also ask nicely. And if you don't mind my asking, your last relationship, like, what went wrong? You can ask that, but I would suggest asking those type of questions maybe more into the dinner, like when you guys are actually developing that chemistry. But this is a perfect opportunity in the beginning to ask questions about this individual who you know absolutely nothing about. And a lot of people, believe it or not, do not do that. Are you going to school? Do you have a job? How's your family? Those are most key things to let you know whether or not this person is or isn't for you. The most important question I would say would be like, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a relationship or are you just going with the flow? I think the one thing that you have to be the most careful with is when an individual tells you, well, I'm in it to see whatever comes my way. Now, it may seem like a really good answer because it does. But in reality, I think every individual has in their mind something ideal for themselves. You know, you right now, what are you looking for? Are you just whatever hits my way? Or in reality, if you found someone whom shared the same values as you would just, like to commit or like to be around them? Or did you just go up, did you just break up with someone? Right now, you're just in the healing process and you just want to know what's out there for you. So just be very, very careful whenever you reach someone that tells you that as their answer. I mean, it's okay, totally, but it really kind of leaves you out of, you don't really know what to do with that person because you may know what you want, and that response is really like, it's kind of a difficult one to deal with because you don't really know what this individual, how they're going to end up with you, for instance. All right, so I think the most important thing is give things time. There's a lot of people who I personally know who they get into a relationship and then next thing you know they live with them. How can you, unless your circumstances are really bad, because it happened to me, why are you moving in with this individual whom you don't know? Because once you live with someone, you're really going to get to know them, and what you're getting to know, it's probably not something that you really wanted to walk into in the first place. So just make sure that you try to avoid moving at fast pace with someone that you don't really know. Because it may not turn out to be pretty and may not be the person that you really want to live with and have to wake up to every single day. unless of course something happens, and you really need in a place to, and that person's helping you out. It could be that the case. So in that case, I would understand, but try to refrain from getting married quickly and all this stuff with someone that you don't know, because that happens so much more than what people think. And it's crazy because that's why you see people getting divorced. They don't get to know each other. My advice would be the minimum of 6 months before you actually tell somebody, look, I want you to be my boyfriend, or look, I want you to be my girlfriend. The reality of the fact is you never stop getting to know someone. But if you guys want to be with each other, what damage does it do by waiting 6 months? A minimum, you know? Okay, so those are my advices when dating someone or getting to know someone in the beginning. Take time. Time is everything, because time will only tell the secrets and the real personalities and the real truths of someone. And also, another thing, before even saying yes, I want to date you, please make sure you met these people's parents, or that you're involved in some kind of important way. Because let me tell you, I personally know of someone who dated someone for 2 years, never knew the parents. Next thing you know, they were married for 2 years, dating that person and everything. The guy was married. And he made so many excuses as to why she couldn't meet the parents. So please make sure that if this person's really considering you as a boyfriend, girlfriend, which in my mind that means I want you to be long term, I want you to be someone really special in my life, please make sure that you're involved with the people that matter, that you know about this person enough before you say, yeah, I want to be your girlfriend, or yeah, I want to be your man or boyfriend, whatever. Please do that. Um, Now we're gonna go into up on unfaithfulness. Why is it that people cheat? Me personally, I try to be the most loyal possible. Meaning I don't like to commit with someone if I'm not ready to. Like, I think it's very unnecessary for someone to get in a relationship to then cheat on them. What's the whole freaking point? Like, we live in a world right now where you could just literally tell someone that all you want to do is sleep with them, and if they're attracted to you enough, they'll do it. So why all these lies? Like, we live in the 21st century. I don't get it. What I have advice for anyone that's watching this video is, please don't make someone think they want, like, you want something with them that's not really there, because you're doing harm, and one day that will come back to you. So that's my advice right off the bat. But what do you do if you're dating someone, you've been dating them for a while, and then you catch them cheating on you? Well, I caught the person that I love to death in a hotel with a girl. And to this day, it hurts me. Let me tell you one thing. Being unfaithful, it hurts like hell. And it changes the person. It's never the same relationship. It's not worth cheating on them. If you really care about this person and you're interested in getting to know someone, let them know I want an open relationship. Be honest. We're not kids. We're adults, right? Unless you're a teenager, I can see where that falls on. But this is more of serious relationships, serious dating video advice. So if you're with someone, please just break up with them for a while. Tell them that you need a break. Figure yourself out and put yourself out there before you put the heart of the person that you love at risk of failure for the relationship. Because let me tell you, for me personally, it's just never been the same. You never trust them. You always have that in the back of your mind. It's traumatizing and it hurts a lot. And no one deserves to feel like that. So, my best advice for those who are encountering, even if you're married, give yourself a break. I mean, you did give yourself a commitment. I mean, you put yourself in a commitment under God's eyes. But if you still, we're human. We're human. We make mistakes. If you are feeling that way towards your wife, please tell your wife, I need a break. I'm not sure if I want to continue with this marriage. Even if you hurt that person, I promise you that person's going to appreciate you a lot more for being honest about it than going behind their back and cheating. And if you are a cheater and that's just your nature, don't marry. It's not for you. Remember that marriage has a big significance. It means that you are committed to that person and only that person under the eyes of God. Now, you can fool anybody in this world, but you cannot fool God. You can't. So, for the person, man or woman, that's been cheating on, what to do after you actually found your partner. The biggest mistake that I've ever did was not teaching him a lesson. I forgave him way too quickly. Because when we love somebody, we don't want them hurt. But then we forget they hurt us. So why be so graceful towards them? My best advice is give yourself a long break. Let them know what it is to live life without you. And that's the biggest mistake. We get so caught up in our emotions. Sorry for my broken nail. We get so caught up in our emotions that we forget about that we matter. We matter. Us who have been hurt, we matter. So give yourself that space. No matter if you really, really, really love that person that cheated on you, give yourself the time that you deserve, because you're not only doing yourself a favor, you're going to take a step back and say, do I really want to put myself out there? Do I want to put myself back? Even if you have kids, because that's the biggest excuse. I have a child, this and that and the third. Okay, I get it. It's not easy. It makes it 20 trillion million times harder to leave that person because you have a family and you don't want to be the single mother or the single father. I get that. But at the end of the day, you have to love yourself beyond that. Your children have nothing to do with the relationship that you have with the other individual. Okay, let me tell you. If that person doesn't love you enough, even if you have 7 kids, are you going to live your whole life with a man who doesn't appreciate the woman or man that has brought 7 children to this world? You only have one life to live. So even though you have a family or bond with somebody, do you really want to spend the rest of your life with someone who cannot be loyal to you? Yes, you gave them 7 kids. Yes, you gave them 3, 2, 1 kid. And they still don't appreciate you. You know how much that says? That hurts. I say, yes, give it a chance because people can change. Give it a chance, but use your discretion. Is this person someone who has been loyal, who has shown you stuff in the past to show you that they really aren't, this is not really their character? Or have they shown you a thread line of cheating and not being able to commit? Because if they have, I guarantee you it's not going to change anytime soon. And sometimes people have to fall under the river, fall and drown into the river before they're able to take a breath in air and realize what they really have in front of them. And sometimes that means losing you. And one thing I can say, never blame yourself or never let that person tell you it's your fault because I went through that too. And I believed it. It's my fault. I'm always fighting about this and it came true. Like I always had a feeling that he was going to cheat on me and now because I made it come true. No, it is not your fault. It's all that person's fault. But like I said, before you even think about cheating, just break up with the person. No matter how scary it might seem, you are doing that person a favor. It might hurt them, they might beg for you, but follow your heart and your instincts because you're only going to help the both of you. And you're going to allow yourself to figure out what it is that is missing. Is that person not giving you what you need? So I would definitely say when it comes to cheating, use your discretion. Has this person done this several times to me? Is this something new? But definitely be always alert. And I'm going to tell you this from experience, it's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same unless that person really switches off cheat mode and you can see without a doubt that that person is loyal and not have a single doubt. Now, a person that really loves you and really fucks up will definitely get you there to the point where you could trust them again. And it's still going to be in the back of your mind, but it's definitely going to work if that person puts that effort. And if they don't, it's never going to leave your mind. So it's a teamwork thing. If you see too much time is passing by and nothing is changing, leave the relationship. There are so many people out there that want to be with you. Just so like people want to be with your partner, the ones that are there lingering along with them. What makes you think that people are not going to look at you the way your husband or the way your wife or the way your boyfriend or girlfriend has looked at you? You guys were attracted to one another at one point in time. Someone's going to be attracted to you. So give yourself a chance. Sometimes we get so consumed. I was so consumed in my relationship with a person that I love that I forgot that I was attractive after a while. I'm like, whoa. Like when I finally gave myself a chance after being so sick and tired, I had so many people come to me that I didn't know what to do. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot how beautiful I was. I lost my self esteem along the way. You don't want that to happen to you. And once you do start talking to different individuals, you will feel a lot better. And you're like, why am I tolerating all of this shit? You don't have to. You do not. So, it's your discretion. If you don't have any kids and stuff, it's easy for people to say, you don't have a commitment. Just leave. It's not that easy because love is a commitment. When you love that person, you're committed to them and you're used to them. But is it really worth it? One thing I have to also say, which I don't even want to really get into it, but if you're being abused, if a man has put his hands on you, please leave. I've been the type to give chances, and let me tell you, it doesn't get better. It does not. We want to believe it. I spent so many times like that's the most disgusting thing that I see in my eyes. That's worse than cheating. Worse than cheating. It's being hit by someone that you love. And I used to blame myself. Why? Because the first time, I'm not gonna lie, I slapped him. I slapped my ex. I slapped him because I caught him cheating. And shit like that. It was always for stuff that he did. It was my fault because I did it. But that's what he initiated it. And then I even went to counseling. And the counselor was like, you know what? You guys have to respect each other. You guys cannot do that. I'm like, you know what? You're right. I have no rights to, no matter what the hell he does to me, I have no rights to put my hands on him. And I didn't. But guess what? That didn't stop him. So if you ever get into where you guys are getting physical with each other, no matter what, just leave. Because it's not worth it. No matter how much you love that person, you want to forgive them. Do you really want to put yourself in that situation? And I know it's coming from my mouth. I don't know your relationship, but I've been in one. And I know what it is to feel like the love is stronger than the things that you guys are going through and that y'all shall overcome. It's a waste of time. And until you realize that, you're going to feel the way that you do now. You're going to have your moments of high when you guys are good, but then the reality is always going to come back striking down. If you do not see a person changing and months are passing by, move on. Give yourself an opportunity to talk to other people. If they can do it, why can't you? I mean, seriously. You're not good enough for them? You're good enough for somebody else. Because that's what I feel that cheating is. You're telling me I'm not good enough for you. You're telling me that something is missing. And no one deserves to tell you that. Okay? So, we forget ourselves in the process. So, pick yourself back up. Do something for yourself. And if you are giving yourself a break, find hobbies. Go to the gym. I'm sure you've heard this in other videos. Go to the gym. Sing karaoke in your house. Invite your friends over. Go out and try something new. This individual is not the only person in your circle. And if it is, you have a problem. You need to find a circle of friends and you need to get yourself, you need to make yourself more independent. Never put yourself under the predicament that this person's your everything, this is your friend. Not if this person's a cheater. And the best thing that I've ever did after I caught my ex cheating on me was I made a circle of friends. And they're the ones that to this day have given me the strength that I need to move forward. And I was so happy that I opened that door for people to come in to be my friends because it's been the best experience ever. So make sure that if you are in a breakup, find yourself a hobby. Go if you're a dancer, go dance. If you like hiking and nature, do that stuff. Do the things that you like. Or if you're a person that you just don't really have hobbies, find them. I'm sure there's something bound out there to catch your attention and distract you. And when that person sees that you're no longer giving them that attention, that's gonna put a shocker to them if they really care about you deep down inside. Anyhow, if not, you're not losing anything. You're finding yourself. Um. All right. So let's see what else. Okay. So just remember that. I guess in ending this video, because I'm going to go ahead and end this video. The point is, when you get to know somebody, get to know them well. Give yourself months. People rush into things too quick, and that's never good. Are they surrounding you with the things that are important to them? Are they including you? Do things seem mysterious with this person, or are they pretty open and willing for things? How much are they doing for you in the beginning speaks for how much they may do for you in the future. So make sure that you're paying attention to those things in the beginning. There's things that you don't like about them in the beginning. Don't ignore those signs. Because, like my mother told me once, when you're dating someone, that doesn't mean you're going to marry them. It means that they're a candidate right now to be someone important in your life. So the things that they do or do not do, hold them accountable. Don't ignore them, because I'm sure you're going to see those signs in a later future. Now, also, the reason why I say to get to know someone 6 months at least is because you don't know shit from the beginning. This is the honeymoon stage. Maybe around half in a year, you're getting to actually know that person. Everything is beautiful in the beginning, remember. But the true colors come out later. No one's ever going to show you that they're abusive in the beginning, most of the time. Unless they're really crazy. No one's going to, maybe you're not going to see infidelity because they're caught up in you and they're consumed in you. You're new. You're fresh meat to that person. So that's why I say everything is beautiful in the beginning. Give it time. And more time that you wait, the better. And don't sleep with anybody right away. Unless that's what you want to do. Like you just want to have a night of pleasure. But if you're a person who's looking for a relationship, do not sleep with them at all in the beginning. That is going to ruin your chances of making it better or for them to take you serious. Trust me when I say so. That was an advice my ex gave me 2 ex ago. I haven't dated that many people, trust me. But yeah, so I think it was the best advice he ever gave me. He said, Lisa, don't you ever sleep with a man right away. That would give him such the wrong impression of you. Okay, so that's my advice. If you're in a relationship and it's abusive, physical, run away. I know it's really hard. Seek all the help that you can. Build your circle of friends. If he's a cheater, depending on your situation, like I said, a single person, they're committed by love. They may not have a kid, and it is easier. So if you have the strength to walk away right away, do it. If you have a family or you're just a person who is single and is just deeply in love with this person, you just can't see your life without them, you can give a chance. It doesn't hurt. You're already probably invested. Who knows how long already. If it's a new relationship and your feelings are not that deep in, just go away from that. Run away from that because it's not going to get better. But if you've already been invested in and you have your heart invested, it's been time invested, then you may give them a chance. But you see the same signs and this person's not doing absolutely everything in their power to show you that they have changed, go somewhere else. Put your time and love somewhere else. Invest it in something else. And remember to observe this person inside and out. When they cheat on you, do not go back to them right away. Show them what it is to be without you. Okay? That's the best advice that I can give you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll be more than happy to answer. If you have questions about my experience or anything at all, I'm your girl. Once again, this is Elisa. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please subscribe and like the video. Thank you.